So what I'm hoping to do here is find something from 1957. The reason why, this is from 66. This is from 66. I found a 1961, a 1960, and nothing from 1957. The reason why I'm trying to find something from 1967 is because the Tropicana, the resort that's closing in a few days, hence the title, it was opened in 1967. But so far I can't find anything in this building as old as the Tropicana. I'm at the Pinball Hall of Fame right now, where they have a ton of history in pinball machines and all these things that kind of bring you back to an older time when not everything was hyper-connected and you didn't feel like a jackass if you didn't have the answer, and you were able to express your opinions freely without people just flat out berating and attacking. So in a few minutes, we're going to walk to the Tropicana while I kind of look here. 65. There's no date on this. This machine might be one of those. This is a very old machine. I'm in the Pinball Hall of Fame. How you guys doing out there? You guys having a good time? We're not leaving Las Vegas, and this is our Friday night. I almost said pinball live stream. This is 69. I don't think I'm going to find anything from 1957. 69. 69. The more I say 69, the more than 12-year-old child in me giggles, because all men are just 12-year-old children inside. So we're going to walk and explore a little bit. Thanks for coming on to my stream with me tonight. Kool-Aid guy got it. He's like, 69. Ooh, yeah. Which is actually Macho Man Randy Savage. I really doubt I'm going to find something. Miss Canada. Miss Canada. No. Bad Pinball Hall of Fame. Look at this. They put Miss Canada. Come on, Gimbal, don't be drunk on me. Oh, jeez. Miss Canada Supreme. But it's certainly not. It's Miss America. So, yeah, welcome to the stream. We're here at the Pinball Hall of Fame, where the parking for me seems to be free, which is very nice. And where I say, come explore this place if you're in town, and they're happy to get the exposure. In a minute or two, we're going to step outside into the springtime wind of Las Vegas. And none of this stuff is from 1957. So we got positivity from Toronto. Did they say they're closing Toronto? Yeah, they're closing the Trop on April 2nd. It's closed forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever? Yes. Anyway, it's been a long day for me, but I'm happy to be here with you. And let's get going. This is the Pinball Hall of Fame. But let's be honest, we're not going to stay long in here because most of you guys don't care about this, and I just do this to kill some time and rack up the algorithm. So if you want to spread the love and get a lot of people on the stream, you go ahead and you'll share this for us right now. And that would be a good thing to do because it would help out. Looks like these are poker chips, but it's really barrel slime. There you go. So here, let's get going. Now it's windy out, so shucks. All right, so before I even get out there, I'm gonna have to go ahead and rack up my and connect to my microphone. That's always an impediment because I can't charge the phone when there's a microphone plugged into it. Gary's here from Victoria, British Columbia. Very cool. We got our mic, our lavalier mic. This stream ain't sponsored by Rode, but they make the best stuff for audio, I think. So if I walk out right now, you ain't gonna like what it sounds like. It's gonna sound windy, and it's gonna get a big sound of craziness in your ears. Glad you're alive, need live tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're here for everybody. Equal opportunity offenders out here. We got Washington in the house. Thank you guys for being with us. And now the sound sounds markedly different, but we're able to go ahead and hear stuff without a big giant tearing horrible sound in your ears. So yeah, Pinball Hall of Fame. Let's get out. We got to walk down a little bit. The trick to these live streams is if you're doing a good job and people watch you sufficiently long, then you're going to go ahead and get viewers, but it takes some time. So we're in 60 frames per second, and since it's light out, that's cool. This area sucks to pick up an Uber or a Lyft. A friend of mine and I were trying to get one, and the lift kept going back there. Nobody knows where this works. Mighty Bull is in there, 1080p. Yes, and if you're on the channel memberships today, you guys got a 4K 60 frames per second look at Fremont Street. You can join channel memberships. Please join for $50 a month so I don't have to work anymore. But if you can only afford to join for less, there are lesser options on channel memberships, and you get extra videos. Patreon will get that same video in a day or two. My YouTube took 4 hours to upload that video today. What is wrong with you? YouTube walked through the Tropicana in early March. It was quiet, like a ghost town. So I thought of maybe parking at the Tropicana because the parking is free, but I decided against it because I thought it's in the last weekend, so possibly it would be super busy, but I didn't know. We got our autonomous vehicles. They're always parked down here. Such a curiosity. If you don't remember, I showed you these a few days ago. Let's see here. So let's see here. Rode makes the best audio stuff for the money, but they're a lot better quality. Sure, could be. I mean, I wish I could afford $1,000 Sennheisers and stuff. These are the autonomous vehicles. There's people in the cars, but they drive themselves. They map out all this data. They got the speakers on the front so they can play Inagata Davida in traffic. Those are not speakers. Shut up, Campbell. Why you gotta lie to people like that? It's not fun when you lie. The casino with the castle is next. Technically, the casino with the shark aquarium is next, but we'll get up there too. Oh, you mean that's next to go down? Why would they tear down the Excalibur? It prints money. I mean, like, woo, you know? They won't give me a ride. Whatever. Thanks for joining me, guys. Let's go get kicked out of the Tropicana just once for kicks. We're gonna try to stream in the Tropicana, but it's probably not gonna work because the building is 67 years old and it just eats cell phone signals for dinner. No, not the Golden Nugget. Anyways, we're gonna get going here. Appreciate you guys being with me on the stream. Trying to get my energy up. Trying to get my business organized. We've already been down here a few weeks ago. Reaper crew, good. Lamont, who else is here? Wall Street Warlord's here. Cole, Tim is here. Tracy in real life is here, but she's online, so I'm confused. Darren Baker's here. Marlene Roberts is here. Savage Tales is here. Deb V is in the house. Letitia is here. Ron Bender is here from Chi-Town. Annalisa Peralta's here. And Gary Morden is here. Kool-Aid Man is in the house. Sue is here. Very cool. Shane and Kucheron. I haven't seen you in a while. Shane, how you doing? Booty Meat, Kyle Kobayashi, DZ Wonderlust, and probably other people that are not commenting on my video, but that's okay. I haven't heard Inagata. There's a funny thing you can watch. This is one of the oldest churches in Vegas. I just love seeing it in this light. There's a funny video you can watch. Type in Simpsons in the Garden of Eden into YouTube. Not now because you're watching my stream. But yeah, they replace the music. They go into their Catholic church and they give the organist Inagata Davida's chords to play, and they change the lyrics to In the Garden of Eden. It's a really funny clip. In the Garden of Eden, honey. Look at this. Wow, there's a lot of stuff you don't see during the nighttime when you come down here. Tons of construction going on. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, thanks for all your support. You guys are helping us not worry so much about the day job when you guys do things like, share, subscribe, super chats. That's fun of you. And we're taking a walk. I don't know how many steps I'll walk. Should look at the watch now because the battery's about to die. So when people ask me the weather, I can tell them it's 65 degrees. I forgot to charge my watch today. So nobody's commenting, so I'll walk in total silence. Shh. Don't. Oh, Bill Jones says he won't pay $18 for a martini. Some people will. That's about the going rate in Vegas. I don't drink, but as far as I understand it. Your daughter always said that she wouldn't pay $18 for a martini, Tracy. Well, your daughter's a smart girl. unless she's in Vegas, unless you were referring to something else. So they had this online auction. This had no bids. They're trying to sell this property. And this is the old Diamond Inn. And they got no bids. So they're just gonna kind of stay there. Michael's here. What's up, Michael? I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you so much. So there you go. Yeah, online auction did not happen. It happened, but they couldn't sell this property. So that's funny. So we got RDTV, Red Deer Television. Did it revert back to RDTV? This guy here, he's, you know, if I wanted to write a book called How to Get Sued, I'd probably just be this guy. So look at this billboard here. It's zoomed out. If you're watching on a television, you might be able to already see it. So what did he do? He said, well, I'm in Vegas. Why don't I indirectly and psychologically myself with Steve Wynn? And I'll call myself the Winner Injury Law Firm. That's lawyer, what does it say? Sang Min Lim. I mean, I could understand if his last name was Wynn, but it's not. So he's using the Wynn's font. Obviously, the Wynn probably did copyright their font. So, hey, casinos are suing each other nowadays. Maybe they're gonna get sued. I'm not suggesting it, but you know, if the Wynn copyrighted their font, which I almost 100% guarantee they paid somebody for the Wynn font. I'm almost certain that Steve Wynn would have actually copyrighted his signature. Then that's a lawsuit. You know, that's a paddling. You're gonna get a paddling for that. Hamilton, Ontario's here. What's up, Anthony from Warrington in the Uck? Where you from? UK? I'm okay. I asked where you're from. Can you just tell me where you're from? UK. Fine. What is this, an Abbott and Costello bit? I'm doing good. Are you doing good? Where are you from? UK. That's it. We're not doing business together anymore. Saskatchewan. You're gonna sue. It's an injury law firm, so they don't really sue anybody. Injury law firms just get in the middle and make sure you get a settlement. Classic TV is here. Melanie's Crochet is in the house. Cool. Nice to see you guys. It's the end of the month. We have a few more days left because March happens to be a particularly long month. There you go. By the way, we got John from Birmingham, Uck here. He's Uck, you Uck. Whittier, California's here. Where are you from? If I say where you're from, you need to share the video with somebody online. I don't care where you share it. I just care that it gets shared so YouTube spreads it out to some more people. Let's get going. So we can already see the Tropicana this way. We're gonna walk on Las Vegas Boulevard this time. It's a beautiful night. It was really windy last night. Rod K is here. I'm in Vegas too, off of 15 in Charleston. Very cool. I know where you're at. You're in the medical district. $4.72. Yeah, there it is, folks. There's the gas prices in Vegas. What's gas like where you're from? This is stupid. Am I heading to the Trop? Yes. This is what it's come down to. And I'm almost certain those are the cash prices because they put the cash price up there so they can clip you harder when you go to use your card. Now, I don't know if it's the same way where you're from, but when I left Canada 20 years ago, you could pump gas and then walk in and pay cash. I know it sounds crazy, right? So you can't do that now here in the States. So it looks like if I press the debit button, okay, that's cool. They're just showing the regular price. $5.24 for Nitro Premium. Gosh, I guess if you can afford the Rolls Royce, you can afford the gas. $5.24. Gas used to be, for a gallon of gas, $2.60 2 and 3 years ago. Then COVID happened and Then everybody blamed everybody else for everything. It's like that Spider-Man meme where everybody's pointing at everybody else. So that's crazy. So there you go. We got flight support back here. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by a car today. McDonald's over here. Build more refineries. No, there hasn't been a refinery built in the United States in a good 40 years, I think I read. So we got Austin, 308. Whittier, California, 595. Oh, these poor dogs. They don't know what's going on. Hey, puppy, I'm sorry. Don't look sad. I'm not going to do nothing. So we're going to walk to the Trop. Saw Rich Little at the Trop about 5 years ago. He seemed to be a bit of a crunchy mood. Hey, man, I get into a crunchy mood too, baby. I get to the point where I don't give a flip. I just don't give a flip, yo. Liquor. Bakeries. This place used to be Filipino. I don't even know what it is anymore. Let's go look at these things. So, yeah, if you're coming to the Mandalay Bay and you don't want to pay $37 for a burger, you can come over here. Although they totally look closed. It says they're open. Could you stop with your car? Thank you. Hot Cheetos fries. Oh, that looks appealing. Jeez. So this is Filipino, tulog. The Pac-Man burrito. Quesadillas. So yeah, so tocino burrito, that's Filipino as it gets. So they took the Filipino off the sign. I don't think they understand the draw of that, but somebody might tell them that Filipinos are the third largest minority group in Nevada, I think it is. So you, not minority group, well, whatever, the third, bruh. Is the guy jacking a car in front of us? Is that what's going on? Are we witnessing a car theft? It's in plain daylight. I guess if you're gonna steal a car, you just go like, if anybody looks at you, you just, I don't know what's going on, it's broken. No, it's okay. And just hold up a random set of keys and then keep hot wiring it. What are they gonna say? They're gonna think that you're a jackball who has a car problem. It's not tell him his alarm is on. It's a human being in there trying to do something to the car, which is causing the alarm to go haywire. But that can be any reason. That can be a battery reason. Look at this burnt out heap of what should be beautiful. Gosh, look at that sky. Look at these flowers. These are just spring flowers in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard. You know? Just, that's what it is, man. No wonder I'm sneezing like crazy every single day. What's this here? Social commentary. Oh, I'm not giving you social commentary. I'm just telling you the stats, Jack. Yeah, Tagalog is the national language of the Philippines, or Filipino. I don't know. There's a slight difference, I believe. And that's the third. After Spanish, it's the most spoken language in the state. So English, Spanish, and then Filipino, Tagalog, whichever way you want to roll it. Let's go to live in a motel on the strip. No thanks. What's up, Jess E. Steck? Linda Perryman is here. Hi, guys. So we got groups that do these Bullets and Burgers tours come down here. I can get a shout out for my dog, Roxy. Roxy Music. Mark Knowles with the dog, Roxy. Jason said, I saw the Folies Bergère, or whatever it's called, at the Trop, first hotel I stayed at during my first visit to Vegas. The Follies was the longest running show in the history of Vegas. This is the most business these guys get because they have tour groups to drop off here. So that's kind of cool. That motel apartment complex would be a really bad place to stay. Really? I don't know. It could be beautiful inside. Haven't we learned that we're not to judge a book by its cover, huh? No, it's probably not very nice inside, but I don't want to say that because I've never been in there. And I'm not planning on going in there. John B asked you to hit the like button. Yeah, have you hit the like button yet? We're going to the Tropicana. We're going to explore the south end of the strip tonight. It smells like Teen Spirit. Like the deodorant? Okay, look at this. Over here, look how pretty it is. Can you say, hey, Indiana? What's up, Hoosiers? Got a bunch of Hoosiers in the house with Indiana. We walk into the Fountain Blue. Yeah, man. Didn't tell you, right? They have hired me as their official social media influencer. They don't give a damn about me, dude. And that's totally fine. Okay, Ray Mysterio. I feel like I'm in Grand Theft Auto or something with all the random comments coming out of the cars and the people on the streets, and it's real interesting. I'm back. You're gonna cross streams? Great. Then that Bob Dingo throwdown that you guys, some of you guys tell me is happening is gonna be on, right? No. Every now and then though, somebody comes in and says that Bob Dingo wants to fight me. I'm like, I would never fight an Australian. They're insane. They'll rip your toenails off and make you eat them. They finally took the Doritos off the Luxor. Yeah. Everything in Vegas has been reset to just 9 out of 10 level of in-your-face marketing. So yeah, we're walking down to the Trop today. This is the UFO beacon. It's just weird. Ladies and gentlemen, strange stuff indeed. I know what it's trying to do, but I don't know how blind people understand or hard of sighted people. What's up, Lamont Wayne? Hey, thanks guys. By the way, I want to thank everybody because it's the end of the month anyways, so you know, but the super chats you guys have been sending during these live streams have really helped us. Thank you guys so much for, you know, helping chip in a little bits at a time, and it really is great. And thanks for everybody who couldn't afford to super chat, but you guys did a share or a like, you know, because that helped too. And from a financial perspective, we didn't hit our super chat goal, but it's impossible at this point to beat last month. And but we're trying every month to get away from doing the regular work so I can do this full time. So thanks for helping us fulfill the dream. Likes and shares and subscriptions also help that, and we've been really trying hard to make some great content for you guys. It's 35, but trust me, nobody's going 35. So there you go. The mobility company, checking the bus stops. What is there to check? This is the bad incident area where, you know, the shooting happened. They put up a parking lot and sold it to somebody else. There was a boycott of the Australian home opener, big tailgate in the parking lot. What are we talking about? Australian home opener for what? I'm confused. It might, oh, the A's. The A's home opener. Who cares about? I mean, like, I got nothing good or bad to say about the Oakland Athletics or the Las Vegas Athletics. My not humble opinion is they should stay in Oakland. It's been their home for almost as long as the Tropicana has been around. And they really have a fan base, but their ownership hates them and decided to spend revenue share money on other things. It's just not chill. So I think they would do well if they built that beautiful, gorgeous ballpark in Oakland. But if they come here, who cares? That's good. Whoa, Tim S. dropping a super chat on us. Thanks for the live streams. Thank you. Where the Blackhawks will be staying. You're talking about the Chicago Blackhawks? I don't know. Are they playing here? The Knights are on like a 4-game road trip right now. So yeah, and then we also have other ways you guys can reach out if you guys wanted to support the channel. You guys can send us an email. It's on your screen right now. nllvcontact@gmail.com, and send me an email. Or you guys, nobody sends me emails, by the way, like nobody. Or you guys can do a donation that gets to us right away. Tonight is the wife and I's taco night. Don't make any gross jokes. We literally go to a place called Roberto's Tacos. Well, I go on the way home. If you guys want to buy us tacos, send a bomb to notleavinglasvegas.com/donate using PayPal or Cash App. Or if you guys want to text me, my phone number is here, so you can text me. 702-546-8107. Pretty sure I answered everybody that texted me last week. I had a lot of people asking how to donate last week. Hey, what's the best way to donate? Oh, well, I don't like electronic stuff, but I think you're great. And so they didn't donate, but they have the hearts in the right place asking that question. So thank you. Commander Kane. Wow, $4.99. Hello, everyone. Ace of Spades. That's a Motorhead song. The Ace of Spades. Oh, God, rest in peace, Lemmy. My favorite tacos from Roberto's. Oh man, we get 2 cheese quesadillas and 5 beef tacos and split the whole thing. And it costs us, I'm not kidding you, close to $40. What is going on with the fast food prices? Let's do it like Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with fast food prices? Hi, Steve. That sound like Barney Fife. I'm not home, but I'll be soon. All right, Steve D, thank you for checking in, buddy. What's the deal with fast food prices? That's, sound like Lemmy. Oh man, he just sounded like a old grizzled British guy. I can't do a Lemmy impression. Hello, I'm Lemmy. Where's my drink at? I sound like Dudley Moore. Bye. Oh, how much is gas here? It's $4.72 at the other place. Now we're at Arco, and they pay, if you pay with the debit card at Arco, they charge you a 35-cent service charge. But it's better than an extra 10 cents per gallon, I suppose, if you're buying 10 gallons. Let's go see what the price is here at the Arco. Let's see here. $4.45. Look at that. You drive just a little bit, and it's $4.45 instead of $4.72. Ain't that a trip? So that's good. But look, cash price is $4.35. They do that cash deal over here. So there you go. 537 watching. Hey, if you haven't and you're just checking this stream out, by the way, my name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Check us out and subscribe, and then come back on Sunday. Sunday, I'm torn as to where I go. Sunday, we might stream the most murderous spot of the Las Vegas Strip, where all the murders happen. It's one special casino. Or we might stream on Sunday on North Las Vegas Boulevard, where everything is so different, on the other side of the Skid Row Homeless Plaza. Okay? So you don't know where we're gonna be, but Sundays we go off the strip and we do what's called Sundays with Steven, where we hook you guys up with a news brief from the previous week, and we show you stuff that you ain't never seen anywhere before. Easter Sunday, right? Yeah, it's Easter Sunday. So tune in, Sundays with Steven. That's happening coming up this Sunday. Steven, how you doing? How about those Dallas Stars? You'd have to ask my wife. She watching the hockey every day. What game's on, hubby? What's going on with the game? How come I can't watch the Knights? I'm like, well, it's $70, and I don't know if it's annual. The Knights have a thing called Nighttime where you can buy a pass. But I'm like, I don't know. Are we paying $70 for 2 months of hockey? So my wife knows. The Stars are doing pretty good, right? So we're going into the Trop. Rest in peace to the Tropicana. Thanks for joining me. Like and share if you guys want more people on the stream. If you like and share this and do stuff, then what happens is YouTube automatically recommends us to other people who might have an interest in Vegas. Andrew B wants me to go to Fontainebleau. That's fun. We tried that last week. Didn't work out too good for us. But I still hold my position on Fontainebleau. Even though some of you guys said I was completely wrong, Fontainebleau is A-okay. And that's okay. You can have your opinion and I respect it. Why is this light not turning? Come on now. Come on now. Let's do it. Did I watch the CFL in Canada? You're sure darn rights I did. Oh my goodness. CFL, Canadian Football League, baby. Calgary Stampeders, the Edmonton Eskimos. I'm not going to call them the Elks. I don't care. British Columbia, BC Lions, Saskatchewan Roughriders, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Toronto Argonauts, Ottawa Red Blacks, Montreal Alouettes, and that's the whole league because there's no people in Canada to support any more teams. Maybe there are, but there really aren't. So, but that was the league. And Canadian, I was brainwashed into thinking that Canadian football was better than American football for some reason. It's certainly not. It's good in its own right, in the way that the NFL is good in its own right. Sounds like a good night to walk to the Strat. No thanks. What casino could you see closing after the Tropicana? Chippendales. What the hell? I don't think anything's closing after the Trop. Not for a long while. I mean, the Travelodge closed. But that's not exactly... Oh, I forgot the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Son of a gun. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The Hamilton Tiger Cats. Oh my gosh. What else did I forget? I forgot about the Fort McMurray Wildcats. It's another team. There's a team up in Spruce, Swift Current, called the Swift Current Blue Cheese. I don't know why they're called that. And then you have the Brandon Ice Dogs. They don't even play hockey, but they're called the Ice Dogs, and they play Canadian football. And then you have the Gatineau Giants. They play across from Ottawa. None of that things I said was true after Hamilton. Okay, I just made those teams up. I said the Alouettes. Of course I did. You see Bob Dingo? I said, Dingo, what? Oh, there he is, you little bugger. It's Bob Dingo streaming at the... I don't think that's Bob Dingo. What's up, Bob Dingo? You want to go fight a kangaroo with me? Is the Trop officially... I don't know if it's noon. I chose the Seagull Suites. No thanks. Hamilton Tiger Cats. Well, I mean, Pinball Williams played on the Argonauts. He was the highest paid Canadian Football League player ever. Concrete. His career at the Trop ain't, that's for sure. Because he's done after the 31st. Ouch. What are they going to do with all the shows? Do they adopt them out to other places? Does MJ Live build his own theater? You know? Is he starting something? Gonna be starting something. I don't even know if that's the lyrics. You can see the heavy machinery out in front of the Trop already. Let's watch the Bruno Mars gamble. Yeah. 24 karat magic in the air as he throws the craps dice. Head to toe now, player. Look out. Oh, man. Dude, I'm going to tell you, 541 people watching. Carbine 1 is here. How you guys doing? And hopefully when I go in this building, it all doesn't fall apart in little pieces on the floor, like the song says. Because, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm on Verizon. Verizon's good everywhere except for in buildings. I was on T-Mobile in the past. It didn't work in there. But here's the deal. If you guys want to support us, I don't care. Listen, let Bob Dingo be Bob Dingo, okay? He's been through a lot lately. Don't you know they kicked him out of the Fontainebleau on opening night because he walked in like he owned the place and trespassed, technically? For you guys who are on Patreon or who are on the channel memberships, what we're going to do afterwards, because what are they going to do? Kick me out of the Trop for life? Go for it. We're going to take the Osmo Pocket 3 out there. This does 4K. Beautiful image. So we're going to do a commentary on that, and we're going to post that up on Patreon and channel memberships first, and then it'll make its way to regular YouTube. So I actually might even, you know what? The Las Vegas Posse played in CFL in 1994. They did. I watched a game in Calgary. They lost like 37-2. Terrible. I've stayed there. I like the Tropicana. Is Murray the Magician doing any shows? I don't know, but he was banned from this magic place in California because he was revealing tricks online. Murray the Magician, I've heard from people who are insiders. Murray is, this is what I heard from a magician friend who is like family to us. I've heard this guy is just basically vilified. Most people hate him. Are you going to tell me that Murray the Magician has as many views as Gangnam Style with 1 billion views? Yeah, that's right. Murray the Magician has as many views as... go ahead, guys. He has as many views as The Weeknd. Bull crap. He does not. But I've heard that he is basically not a pleasure to deal with. I don't know if that's true, but I'll trust my friend. So we're at the Trop. Let's see if we can go inside. Once again, every time I try this, my signal just... So we'll see how it goes. And if not, I'm going to do a 4K low light special version of this with that little camera I just showed you guys. Love my live streams. Thank you so much. Happy you're making vids more often. Thank you so much. Let's see where we're at. 6,000 kilobits per second. So the Trop, obviously, this place has a massive history. So let me explain, okay? This was built in I'm sure Bob Dingo did this. If I have to hear Bob Dingo's name one more time, I'm going to rage quit my stream. So I'm such a jealous bitch sometimes. I'll just call myself out. So this is the Tropicana. Now the Tropicana opened in 1957. It was built by a man who was actually a co-owner in the original Fontainebleau. So there's a weird connection for you, right? So the original Fontainebleau co-owner helped build this. Now the Fontainebleau, hey, what's up, Bob?
Is that not living in Las Vegas?
Yeah, yeah, nice to see you. Nice to see you, buddy. It's Bob Dingo in the flesh.
It's me. I see you got kicked out of Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
You're in a good club. It's nice.
Sure, there you go.
They don't need you.
Well, you look dapper that day, so that's good.
Well, I had
look
to
at
dress
you,
up.
man. You got 17 cell phones.
Well,
Look at this guy.
we're kind of we're pushing the envelope and shredding it and pushing it right off the edge.
Well, there you go.
It's too
Everybody
heavy.
should go watch you.
So are they kicking
That's
us
cool.
out still or no?
Oh, I have no idea.
That would be crazy.
I don't even know if the signal even works once I get through those
I
doors.
got kicked out of here like a month ago, and I
Yeah.
was like, "You're closing in a month. What are you doing? That's
Yeah.
stupid."
Yeah, they have their rules. I mean, if I knew the rules of Fontainebleau, I wouldn't have done what I did at Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't think you really got any sticks. They got to read you your rights.
Yeah, except that technically I'm on a camera, so they didn't read you your rights, and I know that you shouldn't go back in there.
What?
They didn't read you your rights. I didn't see them
They
do
didn't.
it.
They
Oh, yeah.
rights.
But I'm pretty sure if you walk back through there, the face scans will pick you just like me up. So that's what
Except
that
I
is.
think the entire staff has changed in the last since they opened, but
I don't know how much you know about security in these places.
I do not know. School me on it.
So basically, starting with the plaza downtown, they started instituting Face ID. So you're being scanned. It's easy for the cameras to catch you.
Yeah.
They install 4K cameras, but then they punch into 1080p or 720p, and they know us.
Yeah.
Well, these properties also, I don't know if this guy's do it or if Fontainebleau almost definitely does. Your body's like a wireframe, so you have a ball on your head, balls on your shoulders, balls on your hips, and
I've
a
heard of
triangle.
gait scanning.
So they'll scan your gait, so you can't just
Yeah.
put on a mask and walk through.
Gate being code for how you walk.
Yeah,
There you go.
and technically the NRS law says that they can detain you right on the casino floor, put you in cuffs, and bring you into the back until the cops come.
Yeah.
So I'm just not going to risk any of that stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just for me.
But I reckon the face scans are just for gamblers, though.
No, I mean, I don't know, but here's what I do know. They watch you in the casino until they ask you for ID. And when they ask you for ID, you're already on a list.
Yeah.
You're already on their naughty list. If you
Yeah.
don't give your ID, they've already bothered to get as much data about you as they possibly can. Because the only time they'll ever ask you for ID is number one, if you look underage and you're in a gambling area, gambling or drinking, or number two, you're a high roller and they don't know who you are and they want to make sure that you're not laundering money through the property.
Okay, it's
So
happened a
they,
few times.
so they actually do that kind of stuff. Number three, if you're just a troublemaker. Either way, one of those three things happen, you're on their list. And if you don't give them your name, then you're on their cameras. So I'm just not going to risk it. That's me.
I mean,
You should go back, see what happens. If you,
No, I'm
here's
not.
what I would do.
They're
I-
reading my rights.
if
Get
this
back
is
on.
what I would do if I was you, I
Tell
would
me.
buy YouTube ads, get in front of everybody for a month, and then announce you're doing it on the YouTube ad, and then show up. You'd have 50,000 people watching right at the start,
Yeah.
and you would do it as a publicity stunt. Say, how far can I get in before I have to run out? What's the worst thing that can happen, Bob?
Get arrested? I don't know.
Come on, man.
I like pushing the envelope, but no cuffs.
Well, you were saying.
No cuffs.
I mean, you're walking in there with that giant thing.
Yeah, well, if they kick me out, I'm not going in. But
There you
Fontainebleau
go.
read me my rights. So I think
There you
I
go.
got to ask for their permission.
Very nice. Well,
All
nice,
right, we'll
nice
leave
to
you
see you,
both.
buddy.
Nice to see you. It's been a long
You have a
time.
good one. Yep, you too, buddy. Okay. So what I was saying is, so Fontainebleau started in 1957. It was actually founded by, no, Fontainebleau didn't start. Fontainebleau Miami owner comes out to Vegas in 1957. This place opened, but in the construction phase of this hotel you're sitting at right now, they had other hotels being constructed. So you had the Stardust Hotel being constructed, you had the Flamingo that was undergoing renovations. The 50s were a boom time for stuff in Vegas. So what ended up happening is this place's construction costs keep going up and up. And the owner of the Fontainebleau, I can't remember his name right now, he ended up selling this property so he could get it finished up because he was losing his shirt in it. And when it opened, it only had 300 rooms. They built a giant themed tower on the back end and they started theming places like the Mayan and the French Riviera, and this became like this big Tropicana themed hotel. And the inside you're going to see is Tiffany Glass. Tiffany used to be a glassworks company before they were anything to do with jewelry, which is pretty rad. And this place here for the longest time was the #1 place where locals could come on down from the other parts of town, show your local ID and go and enjoy the pool. It was one of the only places like that. And throughout its time, it's had its ups and its downs. It's been in bankruptcy, out of bankruptcy. It got bought by Penn National Gaming a number of years ago. And then Penn formed a company and then sold that to themselves, to that subsidiary company. And then that company got bought out by Bally's Corporation. And then Bally's Corporation bought this place. And then it was just a matter of time. So this doesn't have as much to do with the baseball stadium that will be here, maybe someday, possibly not. than it does with the fact that this place was just too valuable for them not to tear down. So now it's being torn down on April 2nd. That's a mouthful. Thank you guys so much. There you go. We got somebody who gave a super chat. And that person was the Hegemonka. Trop was my first hotel in Vegas when I was 10. $2 super chat. Thank you so much. And there you go. And how do you like them apples? Gave you guys some history about the Tropicana. So we're just going to walk on through casually, and if they stop us, we're going to be nice because we're not jerks. We don't come in here to be dicks. That's not what we ever do. But they don't like you filming it because right there you have, boom, the giant gaming area. That's what it is. So they, believe it or not, do not even have 24-hour gaming areas out here. It's just the foot traffic that comes in, I suppose. And there it is. So we're going to lose our signal pretty quickly here, but this is the Tropicana. It goes into the very back where the pool is, and it also comes out this way. And we're going to go check out some of the restaurants on the Sky Bridge that goes over to MGM Grand. And if you guys like the history lessons, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because as we're coming in and filming this later on with a better camera that they're not going to say anything about, we're going to also be doing a video that's chock full of history, bits and bobs, and we're going to be doing that this weekend. So Tropicana is a place where I have really deep roots to Vegas. My wife and I had one of our very first dates out here at this place. We went to a place called the Comedy Stop at the Trop. It's now called the Laugh Factory. That's closing. All the shows are going to be orphaned out here. And there's some employees here that have been here 25, 30 years. Actually, 20 some odd % of the people that are here have been here for decades. And now they are also orphaned with no promise of a future to work anywhere in Vegas. So the Trop has been holding job fairs for them to make sure that these guys get, there you go. This is the Tiffany ceiling. This is the famous piece right here. Tiffany, like I said a few minutes ago, Glass Works out of New York City. And you can see that this actually has double duty because in the giant mirrors are set up so you can see what's happening in the gaming pits, of course. And my signal just started to deteriorate. So that's what we're gonna show you for the Tropicana today. If you guys still have my video moving. If you don't, I'm gonna go outside. The signal will be back in just a moment. So don't leave because it's frozen for a few seconds. I will keep you engaged with the sound of my voice. I should do the radio voice. This is NLLV coming at you from the Tropicana. I sound like the crazy taxi guy. What is wrong with me? Man, my brain is broken. All right, so that's the Tropicana. That part of Vegas, this part of Vegas, man, super duper historical. What else can I tell you? Pretty cool place. I gotta love it. I gotta love it. Can the ceiling be moved? I don't see why it can't be moved and broken down bit by bit. I don't imagine it would be much of a hassle to do so. Let's get into a better cell phone reception spot. Where's Arnold? Arnold's voice is tired. Arnold's been talking on the phone at his commission-only sales job all week, trying to make one more commission so he can finally get his iPad back. So that's what Arnold's been doing this week. Arnold didn't complete his mission. So I don't know if the signal's bad. Can I get a quick recap? Oh, Brett, yeah, Brett, we parked down at the Pinball Hall of Fame. We came over to the Tropicana. We interacted with Bob Dingo. We gave you guys a whole rundown on the history of the Tropicana. Built in 1957, built off of the money and hustle of one of the original Fontainebleau Miami owners. He ran out of money. He had to sell the project off. 300 rooms when they opened. The Manor rooms, they actually closed last year. Most people don't even know that that happened. And a bunch of ownerships later, a bunch of hand changing later. Here we are. They closed on April 2nd. You trash talked Henry Legend wants to be combative. That's right, Henry. That's right. I told you the truth. People want me to say the nicest things about the stupidest places. Like I'm going to be a 24/7 mouthpiece for a casino that hates their regular guest. I think, Henry, if you can afford to go there 24/7, Fontainebleau, spend your whole vacation there, that's good for you. If you're looking for $100 limit, table limits, low limits as the lowest amount on blackjack, go for it, brother. That's you, man. Hello from Northern Kentucky. Where did Dingo go? Yeah. Dingo's doing Dingo stuff. Steven's doing Steven stuff. So the last show's at the Tropicana. And then this guy's done. Direct from Pawn Stars and YouTube. He's been on Pawn Stars like 3 times. Man, I don't know what to tell you. So William Hill Sportsbook. They're closing the sportsbook, of course. And this is the Robert Irvine pub down here. Robert Irvine, the celebrity chef. I don't think he's sorted out a place to go. And I will say, this place smells terrible. It smells like cigars and 70 years of cigarettes. She smelled like cigarettes, Lieutenant Dan. That's what it smells like in here. It just is what it is. Yeah, thanks if you guys subscribed on the stream. We're getting some good action. So we can come into the back end of the casino right here. So I don't know where Bob Dingo went, but I know that there's a back end entrance to the casino right here. So Bally's had their poker room here, and you can see that that's closing up shop inside. Oops, came in late. What hotels? The Fontainebleau, they have some $25 minimums on some of their tables. I think most of their blackjack is a $100 minimum, but I could be wrong, and some people might correct me. 70 yards of smoke. I don't know what that is. Is that a Stargate thing? So machines offline already. So this whole section of the casino here is actually already shut down. So out of service. The last voucher that this ever printed was 70 cents. Oh man. But this is it, man. All of these machines. Look at this, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies. Look at this, boys and girls. All of these machines are disabled. Is it Stargate or Battlestar Galactica? Sorry about that. So all these machines have been disabled. Robert Irvine's is still open. Good to the last drop. What's the NRS law on what? On gaming? Gaming? I don't know. So I imagine the company that owns this place is just going to relocate these machines. So let me tell you a story. Do you guys want to hear a story? Do you want to hear a story? I'm going to test something, all right? Say yes if you want to hear a story. I know there's the ones you guys are out there like, no, a-hole, just shut up and show things to everybody. You know, but
video when you can't video.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you guys. I wish you guys weren't closing.
Well, a lot of people feel the same way.
600 other people wish you guys would stay open forever. See, that's the way you do it. You'll be nice. He was nice to me. No video. He just says no video. Does the hand wave. Gotta leave. Okay, cool. I'm out. Thank you, sir. So yeah. So you want to hear a story? People saying yes to the story. So look, Robert Irvine is doing a TV show or something. I guess if I video here, then it must be okay because it says filming in progress. So let's just stop this for a minute. I'll tell you a story. It's an experiment to see how many people actually drop off, okay? So once upon a time, there was a hotel named Circus. It was on the north end of the strip, and it was terribly mismanaged by a guy who opened it named Jay Sarno. Jay Sarno was no slouch to the casino game, having opened Circus. But Jay Sarno came under federal investigation from the FBI, and he was actually caught in a sting operation bribing an IRS officer to help get the feds off of his back. And part of that was to solve that case and not put him in federal jail the rest of his life involved Sarno selling out his hotel. And he sold the Circus to a couple of Bills, Bill and William, and their names actually escape me right now. But Bill and William took over the Circus, and they wanted to know why their friend up in northern Nevada, at a place at the time in Lake Tahoe, was just crushing it in terms of profitability for his hotel. So they concocted an idea. They had their friend and invited him down, the casino owner in Lake Tahoe, and said, we bet you that we have higher payouts on our slot machines than you have on yours. And it's important to know that back in the day, slot machines were a lot different. Now they're computerized, and all of these things are linked into a central computer, and all the odds and calculations and everything are stored on a server. But back then, the tapes would come out of the machines, and there was literally a paper tape that had little tiny etches on it from a printer that would say in the 1970s and 80s what the returns were and how much money was going in and how much was going out. And so they had their friend come down and treated him to a steak. We'll assume it's at Golden Steer of all places because it's right near Circus and it's an old place and it fits the story, so why not? And what they found out was that in Tahoe, the owner of the profitable place, I believe it was Sahara Tahoe at the time, which then at one point was the Montbleu, I don't know what it's called these days. He showed them the tapes and they were blown away. They said, "You're paying out 99%? How are you paying out 99% and you're making so much money? It doesn't make any sense to us. Our slots are 90%. And he said, well, it's simple. See, people come into the casino and they sit at a slot machine. And the more they win on the slot machine, the more they put into the slot machine. So if you're paying them out 98 or 99% of the time, they just sit on the machine. And the trick is not to make your money on 10% profits, but to make it on 1% profits. Because eventually their luck runs out and they'll lose their bankroll and they'll put more of their money into the machine. And they thought that's brilliant. So what did they do? They invested in more machines and they set their odds to 98, 99% payouts on the slots. And at the time, slot machines were meant just to be something that women would play, because you got to remember, this is way back in the day when misogyny ruled the world. So men were smart and would play the tables, and women were dumb and would go to the slot machines, and kids were just brats and they would go and watch the circus shows. That's Circus's business model. But it turned out those slot machines weren't just for women. Men love those machines too. And eventually, so many people were flocking to the Circus to play the slot machines that they told all their employees, do not tell anybody at all what the deal is on our slots. So eventually Circus expanded. They bought Slots of Fun, which wasn't owned by Circus. It was just a little independent hotel that themed themselves like Circus. Then they bought the Silver City Casino across the street, where now the Denny's, the Ross, Dress for Less than 7-Eleven sit, and they own that. And they call these grind joints. And in a grind joint, you don't try to lure in just high rollers to make your money. You make your money $1 or $2 at a time, over and over again, by a massive amount of people. So there were stories that a floor manager from the Circus would be at a locals bar somewhere and sit down next to somebody who was a floor manager, or maybe it was a dealer at Circus, but mostly the floor managers, and they would be like looked down upon. Ooh, you work at the Circus or the Slots of Fun. Silver City Casino, I wouldn't set foot in there. And that's the elitism I talked about in my Fontainebleau video that I just hate. Because what the dirty little secret was those slot machines was making the Circus so incredibly profitable that the next move of Circus was to institute their famous buffet. Because they had to institute the buffet. See, they had to put a buffet in because people would leave the property to eat. But if you could offer them a $5 buffet back in the 80s and keep them on the property, that was the key. Back in the 70s, Circus didn't even have a hotel tower. So they had to truck people in from California and then put them at a hotel near the Strip and send a bus for them to pick them up from that hotel. And they would pay for their hotel room on a junket, and then they would bring them to the hotel where they could gamble and eat, and then bring them back. And then they opened up the hotel tower. And things expanded so much that the two Bills had to go public with their company because they were worth hundreds of millions of dollars all of a sudden. And their accountant said to them, if you don't go public and one of you dies, your family is going to be responsible for $50 million in taxes. So Circus Enterprises was formed, and they said, how do we make more money? We're a public company now on the stock exchange. Circus Enterprises had to start building, so they expanded among the same theme, and they built the Excalibur, and they built the Luxor, and this is what modern day Vegas is. So my point of the story is, if I could keep more than 657 people listening, now there's 685. Mission accomplished, I'm not a terrible storyteller. The second point of the story is, if Fontainebleau wants to bring in elites, that's fine, but oftentimes it's the grind joints that are the most profitable. Just remember the story of Circus. All right, let's go. Anyways, I just used up all my words. I'm not going to talk the rest of the stream. What do we got? Some comments. 499 Circus buffet, prime rib and everything. There you go. You can use it when you want someone to explain something. It means clarify. Someone had said, for example, after a speech, I was confused and I missed something there. Good history, yo. Hey guys, I do different types of live streams. Subscribe to the channel. Do it now, as Arnold would say. Arnold's voice is very tired. Props to the security here, or the floor guy at the Tropicana, for not being a complete jackass to us and just saying no filming and letting us leave. That's the way you do it. Stay classy, Tropicana. I'm gonna miss you, but I'm gonna go in and video the whole down property using a small little pocket camera that records fantastic video after this, so be sure to subscribe. How's the amusement park in Circus? I mean, I was there when I was a kid. Seems pretty chill. People like it. World's largest indoor theme park. Take that, West Edmonton Mall. Huzzah! How do you know so much information? I don't know. I mean, I'm a high school dropout. Stay in school. Please don't leave school. But I just read a lot. I enjoy history. Oh, man. So we'll go into the MGM here, another city full. The city, they used to call this the city of entertainment. It's such a big hotel, it's easy to get lost in here, that's for sure. A bad Arnold? So funny. Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, so my first time doing Arnold Schwarzenegger. I didn't do too bad, I don't think. First time for everything. Fun fact, reading is knowledge. It's in a book. My wife and I were married downtown, but stayed at the Trop before and after our honeymoon. Aw. Arnold had his pacemaker put in. He's not with Maria anymore. Who's he with? He's like, yeah, I got a pacemaker, yeah. It's making my heart beat 1,000,000 miles a minute, yeah. Yeah, pa-bum, pa-bum, pa-bum. What's funny is Arnold's like, yeah, I'm vegetarian, yeah. I don't eat vegetables. I'm like, okay. He says he's all natural. I'm like, God bless you, Arnold. I don't think you're all natural. You probably shut down your entire HTPA years ago, and I wouldn't blame you if you were on medically prescribed testosterone. But don't tell people you're natural. You hold a lot of muscle for a man. And God, that guy worked so hard in his life. I love Arnold. He's like, California, look at that, yeah. Oh man, here we are at the MGM, the Grand. By the way, we've been asked nicely to leave out of this place too, so we know the rules in here, so we're not going to spend too much time. I've heard David Copperfield phones in his performances now. I mean, it's certainly possible. I have not seen the David Copperfield show, but I mean, he's got dinosaurs on the building. That's kind of weird. What's replacing the Tropicana? I mean, if the rumor is to be believed, a baseball stadium. Hey Bill, what can we build on the Las Vegas Strip to guarantee traffic gets worse? A baseball stadium. Okay, so apparently it's a baseball stadium, but I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't know that that's actually gonna happen and come to fruition, you know? I don't know if that's really gonna happen because there's a lot of people protesting it, and they only released renderings literally one day before they were supposed to. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't take that long to release the renderings. So, you know, but either way, we're in the MGM Grand. I'm starting to think the official policy here is that when it's slow, you're really going to get caught filming in any casino in Vegas. Well, I mean, City, well, who's that name of that? Who's that person? Circle City Gabriel. It's probably not going to happen that they save the Trop. They're closing it, regardless of what they build there. The land is too valuable. If you guys want to support us, like, share, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. If you guys want to, go to notleavinglasvegas.com/donate. My wife and I, we go to Roberto Tacos on Fridays. So if you guys want to buy us tacos, that would be cool of you. We get the money right away, and then that way you guys can bypass YouTube's ridiculous take. Let's see here, what do we have? Looks Australian. What's that? I vote no stadium. So you left Canada 20 years ago, moved to LV. You must really like it there. I saw the Copperfield show. It's all staged. You get an email before the show kicks off. It has a timestamp, and it recaps the entire night. Well, yeah. I mean, look. Let's be fair, okay? David Copperfield is an entertainer. All right. We had a dear friend. Rest in peace. He passed away last year, and he was an he was a magician, and of course, the show is very structured. The show is incredibly rehearsed. Any one little problem with the lighting or a little problem with the prop, everything will go off kilter. Copperfield's a grand illusionist. And because he's a grand illusionist, everything he has to do has to be very measured and very perfect. So, yeah, you know, I understand that. I don't... Hi, Scott Bibler. Scott Bibler. The Bibler's here. Dude, Scott Bibler's here. That's a cool name, man. I never heard that name. I don't know Andrew B. I'm thinking Andrew B. is here by Dingo's channel to prop up Bob Dingo because it's a constant Bob Dingo show. Man, oh man, if I was a vindictive jerk like I was before I started going to church, I would have kicked you out a long time ago. But that's okay. I'm glad you enjoy Bob Dingo. I used to work for MGM Grand. I cringe like finding a pic of your ex. Oh, I'm sorry. The Hedgemonka for tacos. Thank you. Thank you so much. We get that one. That $2 comes to us on the 21st of April. I don't know if you guys know, if you want to know how YouTube works. Our month closes out. We wait 3 weeks. YouTube charges y'all and then verifies it. It's a weird system, but it's a nice system because it helps us get by and do more content for you. We have the Bud Light jerseys for whatever reason. I guess they expect people to take selfie pics here. I guess that's what this is. I don't know. So this is kind of like a little adult bar over here. Do you think that theme properties will return? No, I think Vegas has turned a corner on theme properties. I don't think so. Theme properties are really made for children. I think properties with big features and big draws are important. So we have the, there's like a stage here. They're just showing March Madness right now though. So yeah, I do think that properties with big attractions will always be a thing. But I don't think that themed properties are ever necessarily going to take, take hold again in Vegas. Although, I mean, there's some themes that might work well. I think Excalibur should become a Game of Thrones casino. And I think you should rename the Mandalay Bay the Mandalorian Bay and put a Disney theme on it. Could you imagine the Mandalorian Bay? And it was all Star Wars. Man, that would be cool. Katie, bar the door, man. So we got another little arcade. Arcades still exist in Vegas, but they're mostly the big showpiece games. So there you go. Look at this old school stuff right here. This is where you just eat a bunch of edibles and come in here and just go, oh man. Either that or it makes you totally paranoid and you hate your life. So yeah, man, that's cool stuff. Home of the Wizard. So you guys should subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know why you're not subscribing to the channel. It costs you $0 and it helps us know that we're doing a good job. Helps more people find us. Vegas was the best in the 90s. You could actually win back then. I have a friend who's always on these streams named ML. I'll just say ML as his initials. And he showed me a system yesterday that would allow you guys to consistently win 40 to 60% of your bets, he said. But he showed me case in point. And he walked in $200 profit. But people don't like it because they want to chase the big money. But he has a system, and you're not making a ton of money. You're making 20 bucks here, 30 bucks there. So there is a way to win if you just play. Perhaps I don't gamble. Doing the band across the street, and I think my signal sucks right now, so stay with me. Going to Wichita, far from this opera forever and more. I'm gonna work the straw, make the sweat drip out of every. Anyways. Hopefully it picks up in a minute. It was bad when we were coming out of the Tropicana too, but let's see if we get better as. That song you hear at every single sporting event now by the Seven Nation Army, by the White Stripes. What's replacing Margaritaville? No, that's for certain. She's working tonight as security. Very cool. Even more football and baseball are more family oriented than pure gaming. Could be. Yeah, my signal must be really terrible. So I have one of two choices here. I can try to flip my signal on and off, which might crash my stream forevermore. Not really sure what to do with this one here. Yeah, no, I know. It's been. Let's see if it picks up right now. You're trying to log onto a Wi-Fi hotspot and you don't even know you're... See if that fixes it. Maybe, maybe not. There it is, now it's fixed. If I have anybody watching. I got a 30-second delay. Can you guys give me a check that you guys can hear and see my signal? Because I fixed it. Just gonna stay here until somebody answers or I see a comment. Hopefully we're back. If not, it's okay. Don't see anything. I think I might have killed it. Okay, good. We're back. Super duper, paratrooper. Good. Yeah, I actually had to turn off my Wi-Fi because sometimes your phone will try to jump on a Wi-Fi and you don't know what's happening in the background. And that means that there's no Wi-Fi signal until you join the network. And so you don't have a signal, but it looks like you do. And then sometimes you just have to flip a switch and the cell phone tower picks up. Okay, good. Super duper. Love it.
El día que yo me muera, no voy a llevármela.
Good stuff. Hopefully we can pick up steam again. Guys, please do share this and like this right now en masse so we can get back to 700 where we were. Was watching Coach last night. He wouldn't go down to that end of the strip. Says Wi-Fi sucks. It depends on your wireless carrier. Always very, very good. But loud and clear. Am I in TJ? Not in TJ. I'm on the Las Vegas Strip. Yeah, Verizon's good out here. Got Buzz Lightyear. So we got a food court up here. I wonder how much food costs up here. It's clear now. Good. Let's go risk it again. Guerrero tacos. Zoloff says my stream would be better. It's not the Zoloff is a sensible person, but here's what's really happening. What's really happening is my signal is either, I'm not joking you, I have a speed meter, I have a bandwidth meter on my app. So either what happens is my signal is either 6,000 or 4,000 kilobits per second, or it's 100. There really is no in between, and you can't stream 720p on 100 kilobits per second. Now, I'm not using the YouTube app either. See, I'm down to 200 now. I'm down to 100. I went into a building and I'm down to 100 right now. So we're gonna go down and try to get back to where the signal's a little bit better. The world according to Jim says that Tropican is going to survive its demolition. That's interesting. I don't know about that. Wall Street Warlord apparently can't see me, but everybody else can see me. What's happening is some of you guys probably think I'm done forever, but I'm not. Yes, James, I'm streaming from a flip phone. So it looks like my signal's gone, so I might as well just end the stream because everybody's complaining. That's okay, guys. One day, streaming will be a known thing and everybody will have no problem understanding what the streamer goes through. Robertos are the best. I wish we had them in LA. I know they're more of a San Diego thing. That's our quest to get Robertos. If you guys are still watching and you want to flip us some Robertos money, go to notleavinglasvegas.com/donate. You guys can donate to us there. And that would be nice of you guys. Yeah, so a lot of people are jammed up. They don't know that they can refresh the signal by refreshing the stream. That's all good. There's a ton of people out here. It's kind of rocking out here. Yeah, channel members today, you guys got a 1080p 60 frames per second walk down Fremont Street from last week. That was fun stuff. Patreon. I'll get that tomorrow. You guys can join channel memberships if you want to support us on a monthly basis. That's fun. We have our downstairs Marshall's store, and we have our upstairs steakhouse. I think still Outback is out here. Yeah, it's really busy out here. Super busy. It was busy. I came down here yesterday to meet somebody who watches the channel, and it was busy too.
We're gonna go get to our car.
Okay, I can't even. This is where you get wall-to-wall people. That's wild. Zach is asking what this is. This is the Coca-Cola bottle up here. Lee Farner says, thank you, Steven. Thank you, Lee. We appreciate you. We got a little break in the crowd. We can finally get around now. They don't have the Coca-Cola from around the world. That's unfortunate. They used to have a Coke tasting bar where you could get mixes of Coke from various countries, but they don't have that anymore.
They designed this for the purpose.
So it is super crowded. It's slammed. There's a ton of people here, a lot of families. That must be an Easter thing because all the kids are out of school. They close in a few days. Then it will be another closed building until October. Until then, a stark reminder of what old Vegas was. Yes. It'll be forever ingrained in our memory banks. Yeah, super busy Easter weekend. That's the way it is. There's a ton of folks across the street too, just to show you what it looks like down here. Just wall-to-wall folks. Wall-to-wall folks. Man, oh man. Super busy. Be sure to subscribe, guys. Coming this Sunday, we're gonna go to.
Interview us?
Sure. You want to be on camera?
Yeah. What are you interviewing for?
I'm just doing a live stream showing the strip as it is. What's your name?
John.
Where are you from?
New Mexico.
What's the craziest thing you ever did in Vegas? Quick. Wow. From
Crazy.
New Mexico. Man, you a Lobos fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they playing here this week or what's up? Because they
No.
do a tournament once a year.
No,
here.
they're out.
Oh, I'm sorry
didn't
about
make
that.
it.
You got the best fan. The Lobos got amazing fans.
They do. They got an amazing fan base.
They do, man. All right. You have a good one, John.
All right, brother.
Thanks. So what's going on here is that people think that when they say that stuff to me, it's going to make like my skin crawl. I've heard worse. That was interesting. That's John. And now we have an unstable signal again. This may not be palatable to do tonight if the network's going to keep doing that. Shit. All right, we're going to try something else here. Let's see if it comes back. I doubt it. I think I might have just killed it forever, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. I need a mic check. See, because I switched my cellular service from Verizon to T-Mobile. So let's see if Verizon to T-Mobile. Mic check. Give me a mic check. See if I fix the problem temporarily, maybe. You don't want to know what John said. He used some adult words. Man, it's bouncing all around. There it is. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go up and over. There's so many freaking folks out there, man. It's slammed.
My shirt's falling
Boy, oh boy. Super busy on the strip, Easter weekend. Gotta love it, huh? And if you guys don't know, we go out on Sundays for a lot different streams, so subscribe for that. We might go to the most murdersome part of the strip. There is one, and I looked into this, and I have proof of it, and I'll show you all that. We may go there, not really sure. But we're gonna go somewhere cool on Sunday mornings. It's a morning stream, so there's not a mob of people around, and it's a whole different looking strip. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll see when that happens. She took her number. She's walking around with a lady with the number 28 from her table. That's funny. That's funny stuff. A lot of spring breakers. Yep. Oh man. Taking her TikToks. Get a TikTok on this bridge. Everybody TikTok. You're all breaking the law. They're all breaking the law. That stupid law that says you can't do anything on the bridges. Do you know what Terry Fader will be doing now? Terry Fader takes this show. He's a ventriloquist. I want him. Ventriloquist. I was talking like a little child. Can't enunciate their words. So Terry Fader is the ventriloquist that won America's Got Talent way back in season 1. And he was at the park for a long time. And then I think he switched over. Was he at the park? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He's at New York. I don't know. And but he takes a show on the road. Did the city build this or the casinos? The city built these bridges. It's their forever quest to keep people off the crosswalks because everybody's drinking and driving in Vegas. There's Bob Pingo. He didn't even see me this time. Come on, Bob. You got 17 cell phones. How come you didn't see me? I had a lot of cell phones. They had 2 phones and a microphone and this and that and the other. I like to be more subdued.
It's really gonna drop. Go to Alma, that's gonna cop. She got the thing with the white on the shoes. It means that I'm kicking in music. And even a kiddo, I don't know his name. I stay up in school, I can prove it. Education, the reason I woke up this morning and got me a mic and made music. And I did go to college. I got some knowledge. Could've even been a doctor. I'm an MC, I'm popping. And look at the Raiders with Nation. I'm liking my team dedicated. I'm the quarterback and he the running back. Hot touchdown, did it with a track. Thank you for dropping that ducket all up in my bucket. And he dropped me a ducket because I was rapping it. People helping other people, you don't have to curse. Be a derogatory individual to win. You just gotta stay blessed. You gotta do the best. Let's do it.
This guy's actually good. Yeah, he's freestyling without cursing, first of all.
When you can't take it.
Let's hear what he has to say. So by you asking me about my cell phone metrics, I want to show you guys something. Is anybody listening to me? Can you guys actually still hear me? That's the other question I have for you. If you guys can hear me, tell me. We'll stand behind the speaker for just a minute here. But if you guys can hear me, say something because I don't even know if I have.
Who are you to go, boy? Wait, what's poppin'? I hop on the beat, got options. It's crazy, lit up and got me. When I got on the mic and I use my brain myself when I say what's poppin'. The crowd and they all in the backfield.
Something down today, man. I don't know what to tell you. No comments. Can't see anything. She got the Gucci all up on her feet, so it was for just for the season. I see the beat when he walking right by. The guy right there called me a real pop. Oh, I guess that's the stream for today. Thanks for watching. Sorry that it didn't work out. I tried my best. 3, 2, 1, play.